Huntsville. Broadcasting live from the Wiesner Huntsville studios. We are your hometown radio station, playing today's best country and all your favorites. 101.7 KSAM.
It's the Huntsville Hornets Coaches Show with head coach Rodney Southern, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Now, here's Carlos Zimmerman and Brian Adams.
This is Ivan Salazar for the 41-yard try. His holder is the punter, Landon Zelenka. From the right hash, 41 yards. Snap is down. The hold is down. The kick by Salazar sailing, and it is no good! It is no good! Huntsville wins 39-36. A 41-yard field goal missed by Ivan Salazar, and the Hornets remain in possession of the number 2 seed in District 10, 5A Division 2. They're not going to keep them off the field tonight. Wow. What a wild game.
Come on, let me hear you. Let's keep that excitement going from Friday night. Welcome back to the Hornet Nation Coaches Show, live from Chick-fil-A in Huntsville. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Alongside of me is my main man, Brian Adams. B.A., how are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Carlos?
I'm doing great. A little cold, but
yeah, I'm
just
excited,
a touch.
Man.
Absolutely.
Been waiting on it.
That'll warm us up a good bit in here now. But welcome back here to the show, ladies and gentlemen. What an exciting night that was, Friday night for the Huntsville Hornets. And I think we ought to, as we always do, start it off and get the thoughts and pick the brain of our first guest, as always. Y'all give it up for head coach of the Huntsville Hornets, Rodney Southern. Coach, how are you today?
I'm pretty good. A little cold as well.
That's always good, though. It's always good. So, like we said, exciting night, Friday night. Your opening thoughts from that ball game.
Well, obviously, to get a win like that is the biggest thing, because it keeps us in the running for all the things that we want in terms of the playoffs. But it also that's a big morale boost when you play the kind of game we played. You know, we started out like we did a couple weeks ago. You know, the first 2 series, we take the ball and go straight down the field, and then the kickoff that they didn't handle or didn't choose to handle. And But then, you know, you're not going to hold good teams, and I've said this from the start. I thought our district had 5 really, really good football teams, and up until Friday night, you know, Brian Rudder was still in the possible hunt. Now, you know, obviously the 4 teams are set. The big question now is going to be the order and whether or not we can hopefully maintain all this and end up getting a home playoff game, which would be huge in this situation. But you know, I thought our kids played well, and the thing that I was really pleased, and I told our coaches Sunday when we met, you know, we managed that game probably better, kids, coaches, everybody, in terms of, you know, because the last 4.5 minutes of that game were, if we had mismanaged some of that, we may not have been in that opportunity. And obviously, you know, the pass Austin threw to third was a huge play. That was probably the difference in the game. But, you know, and then when we got in our prevent at the end, and, of course, it didn't count because of the face mask, but just to see our kids and coaches execute things that you only rep a certain number of times and you need them in critical situations. And, you know, and Braylon knocked the ball down, and Braylon knew the situation he was in. And that's, you know, as a coach, that's a number one thing. If you know the situation, and, you know, and you see this all the time. You see it even in the pros where guys don't know the situation they're in. And against good teams, against Lake Creek, against Brenham, and obviously this week against Richmond Randall, you better know the situation you're in.
Coach, you know, Carlos and I talked about it quite a bit, and congratulations on what was, I consider, a total team effort by all aspects, man. It was, again, it was one of the most exciting games I've seen in the last 3 or 4 years, so my hat is off to you and your team. Both quarterbacks, they produced very well Friday night. What did you like from both signal callers?
Well, I think going in, you know, we wanted to use Marcus, and we wanted to be able to run the ball with him. And obviously the first 2 touchdowns, he gets both of them, one on a short field. But you want to see, and it goes back to, you know, what I've said all along with our football team, and this is the first year probably in 3 years where I feel as a head coach comfortable enough to say every position we have has competition. And if you're doing well and you're competing, then you're going to play. If a situation arises where something happens, and something happened the other night, and Austin had to step back in there, and not only did he compete, he did the things, the throw at the end was great, but the first throw he made, the wheel route to Hunter, was a throw that, number one, had to have touch on it. Number two, it had to be in a window, and if it wasn't in that window, it was going to be incomplete, and that was a huge play. So just the level of competition, and I want them to always know that, yeah, there's competition, but if I don't produce, somebody's going to take my spot. And I don't mean that in a bad way, because when you have that on a football team, you have a chance for everybody to be locked in on what's my job, and I have to do that job, and I have to do it real well. And I thought both quarterbacks did that the other night.
Coach, flipping to the defense, the secondary really shined Friday night, led by Isaiah Collins, who we'll have on the show later this evening. Ever since y'all moved him to that safety position, I know it was because of injury to Jacob Ruffin, but just what advantage do you feel like having a kid of his size being able to play that free safety spot?
Well, I think the biggest thing is people don't realize how difficult that position is in terms of a change from a corner. Because, for 2 years, Isaiah's been on the opposite team's sideline, and we felt like, okay, put him over there, he can handle that sideline, and then we can manage our sideline. But when you move to safety, everything's happening different. There are times where you have to be patient, and I think the first couple weeks, and Isaiah would probably say this, I think he felt okay, but he didn't feel probably 100% comfortable. The other night when he broke on that ball and intercepted it, it was obvious he knew exactly where he was. He knew exactly where that ball was going, because to break like that, and we know he's got good hands because a corner is going to have to use their hands so much more than a safety. But the way he broke on that ball, and then, of course, the way he caught it. But, again, I think, if Isaiah's going to play Division I football, you got to be adaptable to a lot of things. And I think he's done a really good job, especially the last 2 weeks. I thought it really kind of turned on against Lake Creek, and then I think it even got better the other night.
Oh, I agree. I think his leadership, man, you just see it getting more and more as each week progresses. I mean, that is a beautiful thing. Looking at the matchup coming up on Thursday, what stands out to you most about the Randall Lions?
Well, we're going to face another freshman running back who is probably – we didn't see a lot of 17 the other night because he rolled an ankle or hurt his foot, whatever it ended up being. But I think the kid from Randall is as talented as number 17 from Brenham. I think they've got more weapons. Number 2 plays in the slot and does a lot of stuff. Their quarterback is a little bit deceptive. He's a big kid. He's a sophomore too, but he has been very accurate with the football. They have had some injuries in the offensive line, and I think it's forced them to change a little bit of what they do. And I think this freshman running back emerging has kind of made them a little more of a run team. I think he really wants to throw the ball a lot, but I think these 2 running backs are so talented. So, obviously, we're going to have our hands full there. Hopefully, we can take advantage of their O-line. Defensively, their front 4 probably is as good as we have seen, maybe all the way back to Clear Springs. They've got 2 inside guys that are really good, but they're so athletic perimeter-wise. And they're a school that's growing and growing really, really fast. So, the quarterback's a transfer that came in there from, I think, from K.D. Tompkins, and he's made them better. So we're going to have our hands full again Thursday night because these guys are really talented.
Now, obviously, it's no secret the weather has shifted rather dramatically than it was a week ago, but you guys had a chance to practice in it today. Just what's going to be paramount with the colder temperatures on Thursday?
Well, the cold's not so much, like today. It was raining when we started, and we started to meet first because normally we go out straight out on Monday just because we're actually short a day this week. So the rain was, just makes practice miserable when it's raining
Right.
and cold. But we got a lot of work done today. Tomorrow, it's supposed to be cold, but it's going to be sun shining, and it's supposed to be 63 degrees at kickoff Thursday night, which is, to me, is ideal to play football in. It'll get a little cooler as the night goes on. But, I've told our guys we need to get used to this because I hope we're practicing football in December when it's really cold.
That's right. So let's talk about that. Big playoff implications on this game. I'll just lay it out. You win, you're the 2 seed, hosting a game at home. If you can, there's even a co-district championship that's still up for grabs, depending on how Brenham and Lake Creek pan out on Friday. Just how do you take care of your business on Thursday?
Well, the biggest thing is the only thing we can concern ourselves with is trying to stop Randall and trying to score points against them. The other things are going to take care of themselves. Whether we're the 1 seed, 2 seed, or 3 seed, we're in, and we're going to have an opportunity to keep playing week 12. But I think the key thing, obviously, to get a home playoff game would be huge for a couple reasons. Number one, just the fact of our brand new stadium and all the things that go along with that. But you're also going to play a 3 seed. But looking at that other district, and I don't try not to look too far ahead, but, there's some very talented teams in that other district that we'll have to deal with at whatever point. But, to finish the way we've played up to this point, and I still look at it always and say, are we getting better every week? And we're playing complete games now. We're not, the quarter where you just don't play well or you have mistakes or turnovers and things like that. We're playing pretty consistent football for all 4 quarters. So we'll go do that Thursday night. We'll have an opportunity to win the game, and then, we get an extra day. Either way, to prep, we'll get to see, depending on what happens in that other district, we may get to see the team we get to play that Friday night. So, there's a lot at stake, and the kids know that. And, I kind of like the fact of having a short week when you've got all that, because that becomes sometimes too much of the talk instead of let's just get ready to go play Richmond Randall.
Coach, final thing for you, and it's back from on Friday night against Brenham at the end of the ball game. All the guys are cheering and everything. And after I do my little spiel that we heard here at the top here, I look down and I see kids hopping the rails.
Yeah.
And I know it's frowned upon in the NFL and at the college level because there's fines associated with that, but that excited me because that just shows that these kids at Huntsville are really jazzed up about this team to the point where they're jumping on the field, and I feel for Officer Hurst trying to haul those kids all the way back to the stands. But what were you? I know you had a big grin on your face when that was happening. So,
well, to me, I go back to about 3 weeks ago when we had a 7th grade game at home, and I looked up in the stands, and there was a little student section, and it was little, but there were 7th grade boys and girls, and there may have been some 8th graders, but they were in the middle in the same exact section that our kids were Friday night. And I've said all along since I've been here, until you have your own place, it's hard to develop, for lack of a better word, traditions. Huntsville's had traditions and whatever, but you can't develop those things in your own stadium till you have it. Now, the kids climbing the fence, that's because UIL rule says there shouldn't be anybody on the field, so we'll address that. But the level of excitement, and that's why the last 2 weeks at home, as soon as we finish, I've sent our kids over to that student section because I would love for that whole bottom row to all be students, and they really understand the impact they have in a game. Especially, I even turned around and said something to them right before that last series because, you never know, between the band and kids yelling and screaming, did it make that field goal go right? I don't know, but it dang sure helped when it came up to that. So, but now obviously climbing over the fence, I'm going to get scolded for them climbing over the fence, so don't climb over the fence. We'll open the gate later and let you in. So, but it's exciting to see those things at home because you're at home. It's not I'm at home at Bauer Stadium. We're in Huntsville ISD Stadium.
And there's something to be said about having home field advantage.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Let me tell you.
Absolutely. Y'all give it up for head coach Rodney Southern. Coach, appreciate you as always.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll step aside and take a break. We'll transition to our Coaches Spotlight segment. 2 coaches joining us tonight, running backs coach Justin Stanley and defensive ends coach Jonathan Gorey. Justin will join us first when we come back on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show.
Texpress Urgent Care Clinic in Huntsville would like to help keep your family and friends safe and prevent the spread of viruses. They are a walk-in clinic and offer quick, efficient flu and strep treatment. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic offers a variety of procedures, open 7 days a week. Check their website at texpressurgentcare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South, near Bahama Bucks and Buffalo Wild Wings in Huntsville.
Did you know that one of your neighbors just lowered their utility bill? At McGilvery Mechanical, we are experts in providing heating and cooling services on all makes and models. When it comes to replacement, we will help you select the best heating and cooling system for your budget. We will analyze your home to ensure that the right size system is selected for optimum comfort. Let our technicians discuss possibilities to lower your utility bill and save you money. Call McGilvery Mechanical and ask us how to save up to 40% on your utility bill. That's McGilvery Mechanical at 936-291-2640. At McGilvery Mechanical, we care about your comfort.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the Hornet Nation Coaches Show, live at Chick-fil-A in Huntsville. We doing good tonight, guys? I know it's cold. I walked out of my apartment this morning about 6:45, and I almost cried because it was raining. The cold was fine, but it was raining. It is what it is, though.
It's not 100.
Ain't that
without
the truth?
the rain?
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth? Glad to have y'all back here on the show. And joining us now in our Coaches Spotlight segment, our first of 2 coaches tonight. Y'all give it up for running backs coach Justin Stanley. Justin, how are you, brother?
I'm doing good.
Glad to have you here on the show tonight. So, as we always ask with all of our coaches, just what started you on your journey at Huntsville High?
So I graduated from SAM, and I got a job at Mance Park Middle School. And
When you started at the high school, were you always the running backs coach, or did you?
I started as the freshman quarterbacks and running backs coach. I coached both, and I called plays for the freshman group.
And just worked your way on up. There
Yes,
you
sir.
go. So it's my understanding you were a track star at Sam Houston.
I helped coach.
You helped coach at Sam
Yes,
Houston.
I was
Got
a
it.
student coach.
Okay, well there you go. But having that background, do you feel like that gives you an advantage with the running backs?
Yes, knowing how to help them teach speed and cutting and all that stuff, power, it all came with track, and that's why we preach that to all the football players we have now is go run track because it will help you in every sport that you play.
There you go. BA?
I like that. Coach, Trayshawn Brown and Braylon Phelps, 2-headed dragon you have in the backfield. What do you enjoy from your backs, both of those guys so far this season?
They both give you everything they got, every single play that they are in there for. They take coaching well. They come off. If we have a question about what they're seeing, they're able to answer it, so that's always a good thing. So that way we could help them be more successful throughout games and situations.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to add, explain to us and to the audience the differences between those two guys.
Trayshawn's more of your shifty back. He likes to juke and jive a little bit, where Braylon's more of your hammer. He's going to come downhill and hit people. Now, Trayshawn does that a little bit too, but he's, again, more of your juker, I guess you would say.
Flashy guy.
Two different styles.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Where do you feel like they can continue to improve on? Because, watching Trayshawn at the end of last year and then so far through this year, he's just explosive off the line. And then Braylon, of course, is pretty much the same way. Just what do you feel like they need to improve on?
I would say probably blocking, like pass pro, and then when we do our sprint out stuff, we've been working, and you could see them getting better as the season goes. They're starting to understand where to go and all that stuff, but also just understanding where the defense is going to open holes up for you. So your offensive line, understanding where you're going.
For sure. Now, big game Thursday night, of course. I mean, what are you going to be looking forward to with your crew as you get ready for the biggest game of the year?
Come and bring it every single play and hit holes hard, and hopefully we can run some of them guys over.
Well, because the last time y'all were down at Trailer Stadium, it was a running barrage with what you guys were doing, so that was good stuff. What's going to be key for you guys to be successful against Randall?
O-line coming through, doing what they've been doing for all year, and, just follow the big guys in front of you.
Now, you also coach baseball at Huntsville High. I know that season's coming up here pretty soon. I know your focus is on football right now, but with baseball coming up, what's exciting about this upcoming year?
I mean, it's almost the same group of kids. I mean, we've lost 5 very good seniors, but we got a good young group of kids that have been on varsity, and they all have playing experience. So, I mean, we're interested to see what happens. And hopefully with Gage Doris coming back from his injury, maybe we'll have another good pitcher to help complement the pitching we already have.
That's right. That'll be good. Justin, before we let you go, a couple of things. Do you have anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
My parents and my sister, they are at most games, and they come and support. So,
good deal. All right, and I got one more thing for you. I should have brought this a lot closer to me. But our friends here at Chick-fil-A, they want to thank you for everything that you guys do. So a little prize package from them. So, Justin, appreciate you and everything that you guys do. Y'all give it up for Coach Stanley.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
I will see you on the softball field in the summertime.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, joining us now on our back end of the Coach's Spotlight is the defensive ends coach. Flipping into the defense here, Jonathan Goree. Y'all give it up for Coach Goree. Give him a chance to get settled in over here. Man, we have a great crowd tonight. I'll tell you that, Brian. I was worried about the cold, and I know.
Man, these are your Hornet faithful.
That's right.
Man, you're not going to miss it for cold, raining,
snowing.
Snowing.
We'll see. We'll see if that happens this year. Coach Goree, thanks for joining us, sir.
Oh, I'm glad to be here.
Absolutely. So let me ask you, just what was your journey at the start here in Huntsville ISD?
Well, I grew up in a sports family. My dad played sports all his life. My brother played sports. He played college baseball for a little small college in Marshall, Texas, Wiley College. He played in college. And during high school, I played at Marshall High School. I played under Coach Southern. He was my head coach while I was down there. So then I played at SAM for like 05 to 08 or something like that. Then I got a job at the Woodlands. Then Coach Southern called me one day for a varsity DN job, and I took it.
And you've been here ever since.
Yes, sir.
There you go. BA?
Coach, we had the entire defensive line on the show last week. What has most impressed you from your perspective on how your front four have been playing this year?
Well, a lot of them guys have grown leaps and bounds over the last few years because of their knowledge of football and things we've been teaching them over and over again. So we're starting to see that they're finally getting some of those things we've been harping on for the last 2 or 3 years. So it's very exciting to see from a lot of those guys.
And it's one of those phases of the defense that the whole defense as a whole has got a lot of depth to it, and guys that are going to be coming back next year. But defensive line I've seen this year has seen a lot of that. We saw that on Friday night. Jaden Bradford had a huge fumble recovery, helping sway the momentum back the other way. Fred Oladelli has been very impressive off the bench. Just how's that really played to y'all's advantage this year?
Well, like I said, it's going to be a lot better next year when a lot of those guys have actually felt it this year and grow, and they know exactly what to expect and things like that. So it's going to make us a lot better in the future because we don't have to bring a couple guys along to guys who've never done it. So it's going to be a great experience next year for us, for all these young guys coming back, because I think we're only losing 2 guys.
Yeah.
So we got
amazing.
Really? 6 or 7 guys coming back next year. So
it's awesome.
Great.
BA?
One of the cool things, and I say it every week, and Carlos has heard me say it in the booth a bunch of times, but the physicality you guys are playing with out there on the field, man, is just so much fun to watch. And it seems to me like some of these plays, some of these big hits that are taking place are momentum changers.
Yeah.
What is the difference? I mean, because this year to last year is night and day.
Well, the thing is, a lot of those guys were young last year, and the offseason that we put in, all the work that we put in over the summer, they've gotten a lot stronger, a lot smarter, understanding leverage and things like that. So it's put them in great positions to basically dominate games like we have the last few times. So, and that's what we preach a lot during practice, to be physical and try to be the best defensive line that whatever team we play that week has played all year. That's what we preach to them all.
Well, I tell you, what you're preaching is working. And, man, we are glad to see it. The one little thing I want to ask real quick is the run up the middle.
Yes.
It has been difficult at best this year, not just here with Huntsville. Yeah. Sam Houston has struggled with the run up the middle. What is your answer to that?
Well, we just got to try to make sure those guys are in their correct position because a lot of those, sometimes the runs are we're not initially starting where we need to start. So it just make sure we're in the right position when the play starts and make adjustments when the play is going on, like if you need to slide to the inside or anything like that. But for the most part, just initial lineup. That's what we need to work on. It happens sometimes during the course of games. Sometimes. So.
Right. It's the natural flow of the game sometimes. What stands out to you about the Randall offense that you'll be up against on Thursday?
Well, there's a lot of guys that are very athletic. They have around 3 to 4 guys they try to get the ball to in space, and they just try to juke and jive and do everything they can to get free and get loose and try to score a lot of points. So we're going to have our hands full with those guys, but we've been stressing I guess today is the first day. We've been stressing a lot today that we need to run around and make sure we're flying around full speed to go catch all these guys and make sure we're crowding their space and don't give them room to basically do what they been doing all year, which is try to get in space and make plays, basically.
There you go. That's all you can ask for. Now, you also coach on the baseball team, so we've completed our trifecta of baseball coaches that double as football coaches. So what are you looking forward to this upcoming year with the outfielders?
Like I said, there's a lot of guys we got coming back, and we have a lot of younger guys that are trying to step up and take some spots because we have some open spots available for outfield. But I feel confident with a lot of guys we have and a lot of guys that have experience and playoff experience, and it's going to serve us well throughout this year, I believe so.
And then you said you played at Sam Houston as well.
Sir.
Was your coach Witten
at
the time? Okay,
yes, sir.
So what was that experience like playing at Sam?
Oh, it was great. Well, we wasn't as good as we were as they were a couple years later, but we were pretty decent during that time. We went 5-5 a couple years, so I was there during the Red Bomar years. So
I got you.
So I played DN and during Chris Brown and a whole bunch of other DNs and stuff that came from UT. So it was a great experience too. I had a lot of fun playing, and like I said, I got a lot better, a lot stronger. Things I'm teaching my guys. I learned from that time period. So
there you go. That's good. You want to give anybody a quick shout out before we let you go?
Just give a shout out to my wife Angel, my daughter Taylor, my son Aiden. I love y'all. Yeah.
There you go. And our friends here at Chick-fil-A also want to give you a special gift for everything that you guys do. So thank you very much for everything you do, sir. All right, y'all give it up for Coach Corey. All right, we'll step aside and take another break. Now we'll flip over to the players side of things. And joining us first, wide receiver Hunter Lorenz joins us here after the break.
Enjoy lunch with a real wizard. And learn the #1 marketing mistake you must avoid to grow your business. Plus, 3 ways to ensure advertising effectiveness. Attend the Small Business Lunch and Learn on November 14th. Discover marketing insights from Charlie Mosier, president of Wizard of Ads Gulf Coast and founder of Mosier Media Houston. Charlie's team produces award-winning websites, videos, print, television, and radio campaigns in 26 states. Real-world tested programs credited with growing companies between $2 and $40 million annually. Grab lunch and learn expert marketing insights from a wizard. Reserve your seat today on the Huntsville-Walker County Chamber website for the next Small Business Lunch and Learn with the Wizard of Ads Gulf Coast on November 14th. Presented by the Sam Houston State University Gulf Coast Small Business Development Center, Huntsville-Walker County Chamber of Commerce, and your hometown radio station, KSAM.
With 9:05 left to go in the third, Lorenz in motion. Taylor's first snap of the night is a roll to his left, looking to fire this one up over the top to Lorenz. He has him at the 45-yard line. What a strike right out of the gate in the opening drive in the second half for the Hornets. First down and 10.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show. Delighted to have y'all with us tonight on a chilly Monday evening in Huntsville, Texas. And joining us now, y'all give a huge round of applause to wide receiver Hunter Lorenz. Hunter, I would like you to know that's our biggest ovation of the year so far.
That's awesome, wasn't it?
That's awesome. They're excited to have you.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. All right, Hunter, glad to have you with us on the show tonight. How are you?
I'm all right.
You enjoying it?
I'm a little cold.
A little cold?
Yeah.
Just a pinch?
Just a little bit.
Was it cold out there at practice today?
Yeah. I put a lot of clothes on, though.
There you go. That's all you can ask for. So how you been enjoying the season so far? First year on varsity, if I'm not mistaken. I know you got up there a little bit at the end of last year, but first full year on varsity.
I've enjoyed it. It's been a good experience so far.
Absolutely. Back on Friday, exciting game on all fronts. But you made a couple of huge catches in the game, like we just heard a little bit ago. Just what was that feeling like for you out there on Friday?
I don't know. I try to do my part for the team.
And you've done it very well this year. I'll tell you that. Absolutely. Now, I don't remember correctly because I was so caught up in the moment and watching that ball that Austin threw to third at the end of the ballgame. Were you on the field at that time or were you off?
I was on the sideline.
Okay, so what was going on through your mind when you just see one of your best friends launch that ball?
Well, I know Austin, he throws the ball pretty good, and I know third, he'll go and catch it. So, and when he caught it, I think that's the highest I've ever jumped.
There you go. B.A.?
Well, let's see, Hunter. What's been the transition like for you moving up from JV and playing there to the varsity level?
It's definitely a lot faster.
It's faster, isn't it?
But I like it because
you feel it plays more to your strengths.
Yes.
There you go. Now, looking ahead to this Randall matchup, now, what do you think you're going to need to continue to work on and be the best at before going up against Randall?
They're quick, so getting that in and out of my breaks.
Is that what stands out about the Randall secondary?
Yeah, they're
pretty quick.
Athletic. Yeah.
So you're going to have to run some pretty good routes.
Yes, sir.
B.A.?
Looking back real quick at the Montgomery game, you made an incredible toe tap catch on the sideline to set up the team on the path to victory. How challenging is it to have the coordination to make that kind of play? Who wrote that? I was wondering.
I was a mascot major, folks, not an English major.
I don't really know what to say. I kind of just do it.
Natural ability?
I guess so.
Now, Brian, that moment in the game happened after you had to slip out from that ball game.
Okay, I was wondering.
I knew I should have just asked myself. I'm sorry. That's on me, brother. Man. But when as I watched it happening, Jordan was handling the play-by-play at the time, so I was able to watch it as it was happening, and I saw you running across, and I was like, oh, this is going to be a really tight window. And then you laced it in there, and then just you had the wherewithal just to get the feet down, knowing where you're at. So that was really good coordination on your part. Let's talk about that chemistry you and Austin have been able to build. Now, I know you both are really good friends off the field, but, on the field, what's that chemistry been like?
Yeah, it definitely helps being really good friends off the field. So we kind of just already know kind of what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. I already know sometimes when he's going to throw me the ball. I just got to get open.
That's right.
Do you guys ever just throw the ball in the neighborhood or out at a park or anything?
Yeah, sometimes we just mess around and throw the football around.
There you go.
That's cool.
What do you hope to accomplish through the rest of this season?
I hope first of all, we got to beat Randall. Get a
attaboy.
Home playoff game. That'll be a good experience. New stadium.
Absolutely, it would be. Brian?
Let's see. So what are you looking forward to the rest of the season? What do you want? What do you want to accomplish?
After football's over.
After football?
After football.
I don't really know. I mean, I play baseball. So
What's exciting about that?
What position are you in baseball?
I play outfield.
Outfield?
Okay.
Very nice.
Baseball is fun. It's a good time.
Does that start up right after football, or is there a little lag?
We got a little bit of time.
A little bit of time. Okay.
What are you gonna do in that little window of time? Sleep?
No, we got after school workouts.
Okay.
So I go to.
Stay in shape. Attaboy. All right. Let's dive into our favorite part here, the rapid fire. Brian, you want to take the lead on this one? Yeah.
All right. Is this where I'm at right here?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sorry. All right, here we go, Hunter. You ready?
I think so.
Man, here we go. All right, gonna be quick. Biggest fear?
Falling from heights. Falling
from heights?
Yeah.
That's one of mine, too, actually. Biggest pet peeve?
Chilling with your mouth open.
Smacking?
Smacking.
Now
you're pointing at your dad, CW over there.
Yeah, well,
We'll let that one go.
All right, where do you see this is a big one now. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
You don't have to answer right now.
I have no idea, to be honest. I don't even know what I want to do after high school.
Hey, sometimes it's a good thing. You got time to figure it out.
Favorite high school memory so far? Who's your role model?
Playing football.
Playing football. There you go.
Very cool. Who's your role model? Or role models?
My dad and my mom.
There you go.
Fantastic. Good answer. Carlos, go ahead.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, wait.
Go for it.
Uncle Si from Duck Dynasty.
Uncle Si from Duck Dynasty.
What's his most famous line? I grew up watching it, but what's his most famous line?
Hey Jack.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Do you have an athlete that you look up to?
Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley.
Or Julian Edelman.
Julian Edelman. All right.
Yeah.
Good deal. What's your thoughts on playing for that man over there, Coach Southern?
I like Coach Southern. He's a great coach.
There you go.
Everybody, smart answer?
They all put their hands up. Oh, man. Do you have like a game day ritual that you like to go through?
Not really. I mean, I kind of just like to listen to music before the game.
What kind of music?
Mostly rap before a game.
Okay, I got you. Now, if there was another position in football you'd want to play, what would it be and why?
Quarterback.
Quarterback.
I want to throw the ball.
Going for Austin's job.
I want to throw a fake punt. Coach Southern.
I want to throw a fake punt.
Throw a fake punt. Well, I mean, you are the holder, so on kicks too. So, hey, that reminds me, you had a great 2-point conversion the other night.
Yep. That's right.
That was it threw me off so bad, and I was like, "What's he doing?" And then you made the play, and I was impressed. So, all right. So this was kind of a scrutinized question that we asked a week ago, and our most common answer to this was, "Oh, it's soft." What are your thoughts on flag football for both men and women? I did not know that. Men and women being added to the Summer Olympics in 28.
I mean, it's cool, I guess. I mean, they could just put. All right, I get not playing tackle because all the injuries that could happen. But
Right. Do you prefer playing in the cold or the heat?
neither.
Neither.
Yep.
Just right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Yeah.
72.
Yeah. That
Clear
sounds about
skies.
right.
There you
about
go.
like last week.
Makes
good.
sense. What would be more exciting to win? Think about this. Would it be more exciting to win a gold medal in the Olympics or winning an MVP award?
MVP.
MVP.
Yep.
Okay. What's more fun to do, a movie with friends or a movie by yourself?
For friends.
Attaboy, that's the right answer. Would you rather make a game-winning catch in the Super Bowl as a receiver or a game-saving home run robbery in the World Series?
Game-winning catch.
In the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Okay. Where's a place you would love to travel to one day?
Colorado.
Colorado.
I want to shoot an elk in Colorado.
Ah, there it is. There it is. What's your dream vacation besides Colorado?
I always thought Hawaii was pretty cool, but I don't really care for traveling, to be honest.
You like staying home, your homebody? I get that. Do you have a favorite ice cream flavor?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Simple man, I like it. Favorite subject in school?
History.
History. Okay. Least favorite subject?
Math.
Math.
I was going to say English, man. Have we heard English?
We've heard English about 8 or 9 times on the show. But hey, I get math.
Yeah,
I get
I do
math.
too.
Is it just math in general, or is it like a specific one?
Math in general. Yeah, math in general.
I'm right there with you, bud. Do you have a favorite NFL team?
Cowboys.
That was too fast. I knew that was coming. Favorite college team?
Texas.
Texas. Hook 'em horns. You have a favorite non-football team, like a baseball team?
Astros.
R.I.P. It's a tough year. It's a tough year, but it's okay. They'll be back, hopefully. Halloween's tomorrow. Are you dressing up this year? Are you going to twin with your buddy Zach as Ricky Bobby or as Cal? Or
No. I ain't going to go with my girlfriend and her friends. We're going to try and go with Duck Dynasty, but I don't know how it's going to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Now, as a receiver, let me ask you this. If you're a head coach of an NFL team, let's say, you need a game-winning catch for a touchdown. Of these 4 guys, who are you throwing to? Randy Moss, Megatron, Calvin Johnson, DeAndre Hopkins, or Justin Jefferson?
Megatron.
Megatron. That was the answer we got last week. So
It
there you
was.
go.
It was.
One of the greatest of all time. Who's winning the World Series, Rangers or Diamondbacks?
Diamondbacks.
That's the right answer.
Yep.
That's the right answer. My producer really happy about that one. And last thing for you before we let you have some shout-outs, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Cowboys, of course. It's
They-
their year.
Some agree.
I think Justin agrees with you.
I think he does. But aside from you being a fan, what do you think practically would lead the Cowboys to a Super Bowl?
Because they're good.
Because they're good.
They're going to win. Trust me.
I will mark that down. I'll chat with you in February. We'll see what happens.
Trusting.
I'll try
Trust
to.
him.
I'll try to. All right. I almost called you Austin. I'm so sorry, Hunter. Hunter, anybody you want to give a shout-out to before we let you
go? My parents, my girlfriend, her parents, and then both my grandparents, and everybody else in here came out to support.
Absolutely. All right, y'all give it up for wide receiver Hunter Lorenz. Hunter, appreciate you joining us, man.
Thank you.
Nice job, Hunter.
All right, we'll step aside and take another break. We will welcome back to the show coming up next, the man that will call Lubbock, Texas home here very soon. Defensive back Isaiah Collins joins us after the break.
Tim Rushing here with Charlie's Used Cars. If you have not been by to see the great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles we have in stock, do yourself a favor and come see us at 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. Charlie's Used Cars is a family-owned and operated business serving the auto needs for 50 years with superior customer service. Besides quality vehicles, Charlie's also has a service center where we can help with your auto repair needs and routine service and state inspections. Come by and see us or visit us online at charliesusedcars.com. Charlie's Used Cars, 230 I-45 South in Huntsville. Come see us.
TJ Burdett & Sons has money for your scrap metal. For over 47 years, TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling has served Walker County with high prices and straight deals. Bring your scrap and get some scratch. Get paid the most anywhere. That's TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling. Exit 118 North I-45, just past the Exxon truck stop. Visit TJ Burdett & Sons website at tjbnsrecycling.com for more information. That's TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling.
3rd down and 12 as they get the snap play action fake. Harvey with time in the pocket steps into the throw. It's intercepted by the Texas Tech commit Isaiah Collins. He's tackled back at the 25. Flags fly in from both ends of the field. So we're going to check these flags here, but what a pick by Isaiah Collins.
Isaiah Collins playing center field out there, just jumps in front of the pass, picks it off. What a snack by Isaiah Collins.
And we're back here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show live at Chick-fil-A in Huntsville. Glad to have you all with us tonight on this chilly Monday. And joining us now, the future Red Raider, free safety.
It's a different side of DB, I guess you could say, because corner and safety is two different things, two different spots on the field, two different assignments. So it's been a good little journey.
Which one do you have a preference which one you play, or which one you're either one, or it doesn't matter?
I really don't care.
Play.
Safety is more freedom because I'm in the middle of the field, like you say, center fielder, so I can just go wherever.
Right.
But yeah, that's pretty much.
There you go. So where do you feel that you've seen improvement within yourself, even before and after the transition to free safety?
I say my IQ, because like I said, I'm seeing it from a different side of the field, so it expanded my IQ a little bit more.
And you showed that very well Friday night, as we just heard the big interception swayed the momentum back in the direction of you guys. And
huge momentum.
It was massive. Just what was going through your mind as that play was going?
The play before, they pretty much ran the same play, but I didn't really do it how I was supposed to. And then Coach Brazil on the sideline, he told me just read the quarterback eyes, and that's what I did. I seen the route, I broke.
And then you're like, ooh, look what I found.
Exactly.
There you go. Now, despite the huge – it was a massive win for you guys Friday. I know you guys were jazzed up on the sideline after that field goal was missed, but where do you feel like you guys as a defensive unit need to continue to improve, especially going into Thursday?
We need to continue improving on our tackling. Last week wasn't too much of a good week of tackling. Lake Creek we did good, but last week it went kind of downhill. And then knowing what we need to be doing, because like this week, the team, they said they got athletes, so yeah, it's going to be a tough task.
Brian?
So, as one of the leaders on the defense, what has been your message to the defensive unit as of late, as the regular season comes towards the end?
Really, I just stay. We got to watch film because the deeper we get into the season, especially playoffs, the team's just going to be, like I say, athletic, and they done been there before, so we gotta watch film and know what we're doing before we get out there.
So now that's a good answer right there. Now I want to know what's going on through your mind every time that ball is snapped, because even if that play's not coming your direction, it just seems like your vision is something that I haven't even seen at the college level. Your vision is uncanny. Just what gives you the wherewithal to make plays happen, especially in the open field?
Really, I just do what the coaches tell me. Like, I got to read my keys, and then the keys is going to tell me pretty much where the play going, and then after that, I see ball, get ball. That's really all I can say.
It's the right mentality. BA?
So you talk about keys. What are the keys to knocking off Randall this coming up week? What do you guys have to do? What do you have to do defensively to shut them down?
like they say, tackling, because they got some shifty players. They got a good running back. I say the D-line, that's probably going to be real important this week because the more pressure they get, the more scary their quarterback going to be. He only a sophomore, so he probably ain't got too much experience. So, yeah.
As long as y'all bring that good pressure, that'll be good.
Yes, sir.
So, like we've said before with you on the show, and like we said a bit ago, you're going to be calling Lubbock, Texas home here pretty soon. You're going to be a Red Raider. Just how has that excitement grown within you as you draw closer, not only to graduation, but to moving up there?
It's getting exciting, but, like, I don't think it's really going to hit me until the season over because, like, I've been so locked in.
Good.
So, yeah.
It's the right answer to have, son. It's good. What do you think you're going to miss most about being a Hornet?
The memories, the people. It's been fun. I mean, like I've been in Huntsville my whole life, so I know everybody pretty much. But yeah, it's gonna be
exciting. And let me tell you, just from our perspective here, speaking for Brian, it's been an absolute blast watching you, especially Friday night. Because I was talking with your dad before we came on the air here, and I was like, it seemed like every time I looked up, oh, here comes Boss off the top of another pile. So you've played phenomenally. So keep it up through the rest of the season.
Here, one more thing I want to add to what he's saying, and you may not even get it, Isaiah, but your leadership and what you're doing out on the field is contagious. And you see your teammates doing it, and dude, let me tell you, that is huge. Keep it up, man. That is an amazing quality to have.
And not only on the football field, but beyond football as well.
Yes, sir.
So keep it up. All right, let's dive into some rapid fire with you really quick. Now, I can't remember because it was a long time ago when we had you on the show earlier this year. Just so I hope if I ask a repeat question, I apologize. What's your favorite thing to do when you're not on the field playing football?
I just like to chill. I be at home, my home body. I like to go fishing. That's what I've been doing lately.
Go fishing.
Yeah.
Catch anything good lately?
Caught some bass. Yeah, pretty much it.
There you go. Let's see. Favorite Huntsville Hornet football story that you have?
Story? I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot.
I bet so.
I can't name one in specific.
You have like a favorite memory?
Favorite memory. I really
There's a
can't
lot.
name. Yeah,
There's a
really
lot.
can't
There's a
God
lot of there.
name.
Hopefully, you'll be making some good, even bigger memories coming up here in the next couple
Yes,
weeks for
sir.
sure. Where do you draw inspiration from in your life?
I try to draw from myself, but early on, I had my dad. He always pushed me. My parents, I ain't gonna say my dad, my family, they always pushed me to, keep being better. And I like to find different things to motivate me. Like I don't just find one person or one thing. I like to just I'm observant, so I like to just see everything.
It's good. Now, I'm pretty sure I asked this when we had you at the stadium, but I'll ask you again. What's it been like getting to play for Coach Southern over there?
It's been fun. It's been a nice journey. He done dropped some gems on us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
there you go. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years, a big house with a whole bunch of land, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lake.
And a lake.
Facts. But it's going to have a whole bunch of random animals, like, just everywhere.
There you go.
Everywhere.
Wouldn't that be the dream retirement life right there?
Yeah, it would be.
There you go. Well, hopefully, you're doing that and playing some big-time football at that point. Let's see. Brian, I'll let you take the next few here.
This is where we're at, right?
Right there.
All right. Isaiah, what's your go-to movie to watch?
Go-to movie?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Scarface.
Scarface.
Wow. Oh, wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that.
I like it.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. That is an incredible show. What's your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? Football. That's really all I watch on TV.
Sports?
Or I say anime like One Piece or like Bleach.
Bleach? Is
Yeah.
that an anime?
It's an anime.
Yeah.
I just learned what anime was not too long ago. So.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. So, what is your go-to team when you're playing Madden?
Playing Madden? I don't got no go-to team, but I always like the Ravens.
The Ravens.
Yeah.
Pre or post Lamar Jackson?
Both.
Both?
Yeah.
They were good when Flacco was there.
Facts.
It's good now.
Do you prefer breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and why? Or all three?
I like breakfast food. Cause
What's your
syrup.
What's your syrup?
Can you eat breakfast for dinner sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
That's the best time. That's the best time to eat it.
So you like syrup. So do you prefer pancakes or waffles?
I like pancakes, but I don't discriminate. I promise I don't discriminate.
There you go.
That's good.
There you go.
Man, what's a world landmark that you would want to see in person one day?
A world landmark.
Could be anything.
I don't know. I want a world landmark. I want to see the Grand Canyon one day.
That would be cool. I'd love to see that.
I think, what was it, last year? You and I were flying out there to Utah. Or
Northern Arizona?
Northern Arizona. No, when you went to Northern Arizona, didn't you get to see it?
I did not get up early enough to see it.
I don't blame you.
Surprise.
I don't blame you. But
no, but they did, and they said it's absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely.
So that would be a good one to go see.
Hope we get to go there one day.
What do you think is more exciting to watch, the CFP or the NFL playoffs?
Honestly, I say college, because college it be some nice games, and then they be making some crazy plays in college. I mean, NFL they definitely make crazier plays, but college, it's different. I feel.
Yeah, I remember it was New Year's Eve. I was in Las Cruces, New Mexico last year, and at the stroke of midnight was when Ohio State missed that field goal against Georgia.
Oh my goodness,
that was a crazy game. And
wow.
Well, hey, look at it now. Both those guys are in the NFL. They matched up yesterday, much to my disappointment. Anyway, now let me ask you this: are you a big basketball fan?
Kinda.
Okay, so between the NBA playoffs and March Madness, what do you think is more exciting?
I'm gonna just say the NBA playoffs because I don't really watch college basketball like that.
I got you. If you were in the Super Bowl one day, let me ask you, what team would you want to play for in said Super Bowl? Who would be a dream opponent?
So you asked two questions?
Yeah. Who would you want to play for?
All right.
And who do you want to go against?
First question, I really don't care. Whoever pick me, I'm gonna play for him. And then the second, what's the second part?
Who's your dream opponent?
Opponent
in a Super Bowl.
It don't matter.
Don't matter.
It don't matter.
You just want to get there.
Yes,
That's the right answer.
Well, that is the right answer.
You have a favorite flavor of ice cream? I know it's cold right
Butter
now.
pecan.
Butter pecan. That's a unique one.
That is a unique
I don't think
one.
we've had a single answer to.
Is that like a Bluebell or is that
usually just
something
Bluebell?
else?
It's a Bluebell flavor. Like I don't even think it's just Bluebell. It's an ice cream flavor.
Is it?
You should try it.
But I'm going to.
Definitely going to. Do you have a least favorite flavor?
A least favorite flavor? Not really. Yeah, not really. I can't say a least favorite flavor.
You just love all ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream is ice cream.
That's right. What's your biggest fear?
Biggest fear? I ain't gonna lie. I don't know.
You don't know till it happens.
Yeah.
Really. Do you have like a big pet peeve?
Pet peeve?
So like how Hunter's was.
When somebody stink. Like.
Now
you're too old for to be stank.
Now,
I think we all agree to that one.
I need context because, I'm just gonna be honest. Everyone knows this. Y'all stank after football games.
Hey, yeah, but I feel like that's we supposed to stink after a football game. If you don't stink after a football game, then did you really play a football game?
It's like the tree falls from the forest. Is anybody
That's
here?
the right answer.
Yeah.
Like
that's
if we at school and we came from athletics, but somebody else that just been at school and they stink, like, what did you do to stink? You know, for real.
Word to everybody out there: take a shower before you go to school.
Absolutely.
There you go. Is there a continent out there that you'd want to travel to one day?
A continent?
Like Africa, Europe, Asia?
I want to go to Africa.
Africa, okay.
Or Antarctica. Nobody really been there before.
It's too cold.
Yeah.
I looked up the population one day. It said like anything from 2,000 to 3,000. Even the world doesn't know how many people are down there right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have a favorite store you like to shop at?
Store?
Store, yeah.
I don't think so.
Just wherever you go?
Walmart. Yeah.
There you go. They got everything there.
That's exactly right. They got
everything. At a good price, too. All right, I asked a lot of the guys on the show last week, and I asked Hunter this, too. So, but what's your thoughts? Flag football being added to the Olympics in a few years?
I didn't even know that. Hey, that's cool. You said it's women and men?
Men and women.
Oh, that's cool then, yeah. I don't know how. Is it like other countries?
Yeah, other countries. Like I saw The women's team from Italy. They have a women's team from Italy.
Wow.
That's going to be on there. Of course, the U.S. and I'm sure Canada and Mexico too. So that's the first really nice answer we've gotten to that question. Everyone else said it was soft, but it is what it is. If you could do life over, Isaiah, and play a different sport other than football, what would it be?
Play a different sport. I mean, basketball.
Okay.
I'm tall, you know.
Yeah.
How tall are you again?
I'm 6'3". I might as well just be 6'4" at this point.
Well, I was going to say, you look 6'4".
Yeah. I'm looking up at you when I talk to you. Now, if you need someone on your defense, let's say you're a defensive coordinator, and you need someone to make a big play in the secondary. I've got 4 lockdown, all almost Hall of Fame corners and safeties. Okay. Who would you want on your team? Champ Bailey, Richard Sherman, Dion, or Rodney Harrison?
Dion.
Dion 1,000%?
Yeah, that's the playmaker.
And it's prime.
Yeah.
It's a prime answer
Exactly.
right there. There you go. I knew you'd like that one, Jordan. Halloween's tomorrow. Are you dressing up for Halloween at all?
The most thing I'm wearing to a costume is a helmet and some shoulder pads.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Straight like that.
There you go. All right, Isaiah, before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
Everybody here, my family, the coaches.
There you go. Y'all give it up for the future Red Raider, Isaiah Collins. Isaiah, appreciate you coming on, brother.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to step aside and take another quick break. And joining us, as always, here at the end of the show, the president of the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, Casey Kroll, coming up next.
Slaughter's Diesel Repair in Huntsville. The only name you need for repairs to your Power Stroke, Cummins, or Duramax engine. Our technicians have the expertise and experience to diagnose and repair these powerful and clean-running engines. Whether your diesel truck needs a routine oil change or brake service, or more specialized diesel service or emergency repair, the experts at Slaughter's Diesel Repair are here to help. Call us today at 936-697-5073 to schedule your appointment.
Best mattress promotion ever at Gallery Furniture wins Slice Promotion. Come out to Gallery Furniture right now, buy a premium mattress 3,000 plus, and get automatically 20% in free furniture redeemable the same day. And during the college football playoff, if the team closest to Houston wins the game on January 1 and January 8 and becomes the champion in NRG Stadium, your purchase is absolutely free, free, free. Free mattress and free 20% of furniture back. Free, free, free.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, final segment rolling in now here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show as we near the 8 o'clock hour. Joining us, and y'all give a big round of applause to the president of the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, Casey Kroll.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Casey, what you got for us as we wind the season down?
We are getting ready for our playoffs, and yes, we are going to playoffs, so we have playoff shirts coming. Please watch social media. We're going to let you know when to order them. They are going to be white because we had already pre-ordered white T-shirts for another event that kind of got changed on us. So just watch for social media. We'll let you know when they're coming out. Soon as everything gets done Thursday, by Monday we'll have all of the information from Coach and get it to Stephanie, and we'll get it rolling. If you ordered history shirts, those are in. You'll need to get with Kimberly Taylor to pick it up if you did not pick it up this last week. If you had Hornet jackets that were pre-ordered, those are ready. And there's another order for those jackets. It closes Thursday, preferably Wednesday, so we can get the order in Thursday and we can have them back as quick as possible. So please look at social media. We are not ordering any more history shirts, so please don't ask. Those are already history. I got you on that one, didn't I, Carlos?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, and mark your calendars. Freshmen, JV, varsity parents. January 11th is the banquet. January 11th at Northside Baptist Church at 6:30. More information will be put out. We are having our Booster Club meeting this coming Monday at the field house, and that is going to be one of the main discussions. We also still need parents to help out at the concession stand this Wednesday night, because we do have a football game Wednesday night.
Yes.
Thanks to the game on Thursday. So please still watch for your emails, social media, all those updates.
All right, there you go. Casey, as always, we appreciate you. Brian, mark that calendar, January 11th.
January 11th.
My big question is depending on my travel schedule with basketball, but I really do hope to be there this year. So, Casey, we appreciate everything you do. Absolutely. All right. Let's get some quick business out here before we sign off this evening. First, before we get to the football information on Thursday, I do want to let you know, coming up tomorrow night here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, we have got Huntsville Lady Hornet Volleyball. They are in the playoffs. They're taking on White House tomorrow night in Fairfield. Myself and Colin Neal, who's producing for us back at the studio tonight. We have the call for you, 5:45 p.m. pregame, 6 o'clock is first serve. So if you cannot make the trip to Fairfield, tune in on the KSAM YouTube channel. Then, of course, the big one, Thursday night. Battle for the number 2 seed is on the line as the Hornets take on Richmond Randall. It's a 6:15 pregame as the game is at 7 o'clock coming up on Thursday. So if you can make the big trip, I know it's a long way down to Richmond. Hopefully we don't have to do this too much more often in the future. We'll see. But make an effort to come out to the ball game. Cheer on these guys as they make their march into the postseason. If not, we got the broadcast for you right here on KSAM and on the KSAM YouTube channel. All right. That'll do it for us tonight. Y'all give yourselves a big round of applause. What a show tonight. Thank y'all for coming out here once again, braving the cold along with us. And on the count of 3, ladies and gentlemen, as we always do, let's give a big 1, 2, 3 Sting 'em Hornets. Let Randall know who's coming down to Southwest Houston coming up on Thursday night. 1, 2, 3 Sting 'em Hornets. Good night, God bless, and have a pleasant tomorrow. And we will see you on Thursday night. Good night.
This has been the Huntsville Hornets Coaches Show with head coach Rodney Southern. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Hornet pride lives on KSAM.